Cindy, would you expand a little bit about what you called standard operating procedures and the context in which you want those explained?
A standard operating procedure is something that you already have in place in life, whether you recognize it or not. They're particular patterns of behavior. They're your go to. So you realize that a habit is brushing your teeth. So the standard operating procedure of brushing your teeth would be taking the toothbrush, putting toothpaste on it, and then bringing it to your mouth. You don't have to think about it at all. The thing is, in life, you have acute stressors, right? You see someone is run over by a car. That's probably a very rare event in your life. But if you already know how to react when something is upsetting, then you can actually calm the situation and it doesn't have to be a traumatic memory. So, the wonderful thing about a standard operating procedure is you can actually change your habits, have them become much more conscious. So, you can have a standard operating procedure or a sleep procedure, something that you do every night, something that you become conscious of. Then you can always basically go back and say, scan your body so you know what your body is reacting to. Say that you have a deadline and you become anxious over a deadline, and you always become anxious, but the anxiety is stopping you from meeting the deadline. So what you have to do is put a standard operating procedure in. So as soon as you're given a deadline, instead of going into a cycle of anxiety where maybe your heart starts beating faster, your get stomach problems, whatever your particular stress responses are, you can then have a procedure which allows you the the second. You only need a second to decide, am I going to go into this cycle, or am I going to exit the cycle and change my pattern of behavior around having a deadline? It's as simple as that. You can have a sleep procedure, you can have a wake up protocol. A protocol is another way to look at a standard operating procedure. You have certain protocols, if you're in the military, if you're in a hospital, you can actually empower your self healing by setting up your own protocols. So check out Empowered Self Healing, the website, and we're going to have a lot of standard operating procedures that you can personalize.
Thank you, Cindy.